Hey fam, I hope you're doing great. My name is Craig and welcome to another episode of Holistic Wellness. Today we're talking about misconceptions about Christian marriage or Christian relationships. Just few points, then we'll be done. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please do drop a comment. Let's engage. Please share the video so that it will reach many people. Thank you so much for joining us today. The first misconception about Christian marriage or Christian relationship is this: you need to be in the same level spiritually with your partner in order for your marriage to be successful. Yes, we are spiritual beings. Yes, we are children of God. But when we marry, marriage is for the earth, it's not for heaven. It's for us to function here. God said it's not good for a man to be alone. So a man must be with his wife. A man must be able to be fruitful, have a family, and be able to function in his full potential. Therefore, God saw it fit that that can only be done if the man has a wife, and that's how a man will multiply and function effectively on earth. But that does not mean we are Christians together, therefore we need to be in the same level for us to have a good functioning relationship. There are Christians who are too spiritual, but their marriages are not working. So that's a myth, that's a misconception. Marriage is about two people who are able to communicate and function effectively together. They are able to solve issues, solve problems together. They are able to progress in life together. They are able to plan and strategize whatever they desire for their family. We don't marry spirituality, we marry a person. Marriage is not a vehicle for us to go to heaven. It's not a vehicle to go to heaven. Marriage is for us to function and enjoy it on earth. We need to multiply, but in our multiplication, we need to be able to push each other towards God. In our walk together, we need to be able to lead each other to God. So it doesn't matter whether my partner spiritually is higher than me or spiritually she's lower than me. Levels don't mean anything. As long as we are both born again, we can always push each other towards God. We can always encourage each other towards God. We have strength and weaknesses, both of us. Some days I'm more stronger in faith. Some days she's more stronger in faith. We encourage each other. That's how we grow. Point number 2. Marry someone who has a similar calling with you. We don't marry a calling again. We marry a person. Look, you don't have to be a pastor to marry a pastor. You can marry an usher. I know it sounds as if there are levels, but there are no levels. As long as you're all born again, you can marry someone who's an intercessor in church. You can marry someone who's a cleaner in church, as long as they're born again. You don't have to be, oh, he's a prophet, I'm a prophet. Therefore, it will work. If this person is not prophetic, our marriage won't work. I mean, our parents, our grandparents, some of them never even knew God, but they made it work when they got married. Another point, we must love the same things in order to get along and succeed in building our homes. We must like or love the same things in order for us to be successful in our marriage. That is not even true. For example, how many ladies do you know love soccer? Many gents men love soccer, love sports naturally. A lot of ladies dislike soccer and stuff. Most guys, they love soccer. But you find a home where a man loves soccer, the lady hates sports. Like anything that has to do with sport, they don't like it. But they make it work in their marriage, because marriage is not based on what you like, and therefore we like the same things, then it will work. As long as we are aligning in our beliefs, in our core beliefs, in our values, then I believe that's what makes it work. Another misconception about Christian marriages is that a Christian will never offend you. As long as I'm married to a brother from church, oh my God, we're in heaven. We will never have conflict. I will never be offended, or she will never be offended. Sometimes people offend others without even knowing. Sometimes people offend others without even planning it. It's not on purpose. It happens in the Christian world. It happens in the world where there is no God. So let's remove that from our minds. You might be offended in marriage. You can be offended. It's possible. My next point, you will always be happy if you are married to someone you are equally yoked with. Look, that's a misconception again. If there are moments in your life as a single person where you are unhappy, what makes you think in marriage you'll be happy all the time? Look, there are challenges, there are a lot of things you face in life, financial challenges, job, pressure at work, your career and stuff. There are things that can contribute or influence or have an impact on your happiness. It's not just marriage only. So to say because I'm married to someone I'm equally yoked with, therefore I have to be happy every day. Even in your Christian walk, it's not every day where you are happy. There are days where you're facing challenges, where you feel down, where you feel this way, you feel that way. What makes you think in marriage you'll be happy all the time because you are married to someone you are equally yoked with? That's a misconception. Once again, am I saying there's no happiness in marriage? There is. Like life, it has cycles and seasons. Everything has cycles and seasons. Marriage has its own seasons. Walking with God has its own seasons. So let's be realistic about whatever we do or whatever we choose to do concerning marriage. Okay, next point. I've heard men and women saying, I need to put my life in order first before I get married, and this and this and that. I cannot get married before this, before that, or before whatever. You must have everything in your life for your marriage to work. I'm talking about finances, I'm talking about riches and all that. For you to have marriage that is working materially, financially, you must have all those things covered. There are people who are billionaires that are divorcing. They have everything, they lack nothing. I mean, when we talk about materialism and all that, they have everything, but it still doesn't work for them. This is a misconception. Marriage is not a financial transaction. Marriage is two people trying to live their life together, trying to build a home. It takes two to tango. Basically, it takes two to make it work. It takes two to make it work. It's not really about materialism and all that and this and that. God bless you with these things. You grow together. You will have these things. You can come in marriage with all of it. It can still work or it doesn't work. It depends on your functioning as individuals. How much do you want to make this work? So basically, that's that. Another myth or misconception: marriage will complete you. Once you get married, you'll be a complete person. Look, it's God who completes us. Marriage can make you a better person, but it doesn't mean marriage will complete you. Look, in your own singleness, you must be walking with God in a way that God is working in your life. So when you come together, you are not looking for completeness from your partner. You are there to build each other, to build your house, to build your home, to expand as God has commanded us to multiply. Last point, life becomes easier when you're married. Life becomes easier when you're married. Look, dealing with challenges becomes easier when you are not dealing with them alone. Yes, that's true. But that doesn't mean life becomes easier when you're married. Challenges will always be there. But it's better to deal with challenges when you're not alone. So it is a misconception that life will just suddenly become easier because now you're married. No, challenges will be there. But the only thing that becomes easier or better, it's the fact that you are not dealing with issues alone now. You have someone who's holding your hand. You have someone who's encouraging you. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Please do drop your comment concerning the subject. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.